The story begins in Seoul, where we are introduced to the main character, Chang, a skilled member of the military's bomb disposal unit. His team is in the middle of neutralizing unexploded ordnance uncovered at a construction site, remnants left behind from the Korean War. Chang is in high spirits because this mission marks his final day of service before officially retiring from the military. After the explosive is safely disarmed, Chang makes his way home. While traveling, he calls his pregnant wife Choi to check on her. She has just returned from a routine hospital checkup and reassures him that everything is perfectly fine. Curious and excited, Chang asks about the baby's gender, but Choi refuses to tell him, insisting that he come home first. Suddenly, a powerful earthquake strikes. Reports quickly spread that Mount Baekdu, located near the border between China and North Korea, had erupted violently. The tremors reach all the way to Seoul, causing the ground to shake uncontrollably as buildings begin collapsing. Chaos erupts, claiming countless lives. Despite the destruction around him, Chang is determined to reach his wife. He narrowly avoids falling debris, but crashes at the last moment. As he tries to escape, a massive structure collapses directly above him, yet he miraculously survives. His only thought is ensuring the safety of his unborn child. Elsewhere, a woman named John, the senior secretary of civil affairs, visits Professor Kong. Kong is a scientist who had long predicted this volcanic disaster, though his theories were ridiculed for years. Now proven right, he is preparing to leave South Korea for the United States, where he holds citizenship. John asks for his assistance in managing the crisis, but Kong refuses and attempts to walk away. When John threatens to expose his questionable past and have him arrested, Kong is forced to cooperate. He warns her not to reveal anything about the shaky Wade ads. Later, Professor Kong briefs high-ranking officials, explaining that Mount Baekdu contains 4 magma chambers beneath it. The recent eruption was only the first, and 3 more eruptions are expected. The 4th eruption could be catastrophic, potentially destroying nearly half of the Korean peninsula. To prevent this, Kong proposes detonating an explosion in a nearby mine with the force of 6 nuclear warheads to release pressure. He explains that drilling into the magma chamber would allow lava to flow safely underground, but such a task would require immense energy. Horrified, the officials refuse, fearing that U.S. involvement could trigger another war. Despite this, the South Korean president later meets Kong privately and urges him to proceed with the plan, even if the success rate is low. The mission would involve violating denuclearization agreements, entering North Korean territory, and detonating a nuclear device near the Chinese border. Soon after, Chang received a call from his colonel assigning him a bomb disposal mission in North Korea. Though already retired, he is reminded that the fate of the nation depends on this mission. The colonel offers to secure Choi a seat on a U.S. military evacuation plane. Reluctantly, Chang agrees on the condition that his baby is a boy. He returns home and informs his wife that he has been called for another mission, hiding the fact that it involves North Korea to avoid worrying her. Once again, he asks about the baby's gender, but Choi simply asks him to return early so he can meet their child. The following day, Chang and his team meet with officials and learn that North Korea still possesses 6 long-range nuclear missiles. The team is divided into 2 units. Chang's group will dismantle the missile, while a special operations unit will handle transport and detonation. They are also informed about Jun Pyong, a North Korean informant who knows the missile's location but is currently imprisoned. South Korea has implanted a GPS tracker in him, so the mission requires rescuing Jun Pyong, securing the uranium, and detonating the bomb inside the mines. The operation begins as both teams board a transport plane. However, volcanic ash fills the air, causing the plane carrying the Special Forces unit to malfunction and crash. Chang's plane also begins to fail, forcing his team to parachute into North Korea. Upon landing, they discover that the Special Forces team did not survive, leaving Chang's unit responsible for completing the entire mission alone. Chang leads his team to the prison where Jun Pyong is held, discovering that a riot has erupted due to the earthquake. The prisoners have already killed the guards, allowing easy access to Jun Pyong. When informed of the mission, Jun Pyong mocks them for their lack of combat experience. Despite this, they need his help, so they free him but keep him handcuffed. He is allowed to clean himself, and during this time, it becomes apparent that he has stolen Chang's wallet. Inside, he notices an ultrasound image of the baby and a map of the mines. Jun Pyong memorizes the map, tears it apart, and eats it. As the group continues, they pass a collapsed statue of North Korea's leader. Jun Pyong remarks that he used to see that statue every day from his apartment before being imprisoned. Soon after, Chong realizes his wallet is missing. Jun Pyong returns it, admitting he ate the map but memorized it as leverage. This angers a young soldier, who punches him before being restrained. The mission continues regardless. Jun Pyong later requests a bathroom break and is escorted outside by the same soldier. During this moment, Jun Pyong unlocks his handcuffs, attacks the soldier, and escapes, leaving the GPS tracker behind. The team returns to the city to search for him. Chong recalls Jun Pyong mentioning the statue's view and identifies a nearby apartment building. Jun Pyong is shown returning home, changing clothes, and retrieving hidden weapons. He finds his wife intoxicated and asks about their daughter, learning she is staying with her uncle in Pocheon near Mount Baekdu. When he confronts his wife about betraying him to authorities, she admits it. Furious, he fires a shot, alerting Chang's team. They arrive to find Jun Pyong threatening his wife but unable to kill her. He is detained. Despite viewing him as a traitor, Chong eventually relies on Jun Pyong's knowledge. Jun Pyong guides them to a hidden nuclear weapons facility beneath a camouflage factory. After intense combat, the team subdues the guards and accesses an elevator leading deep underground. Wearing protective suits, they dismantle the missiles and secure the uranium. A second earthquake strikes, causing chaos. Jun Pyong escapes again and contacts Chinese associates, offering the bomb in exchange for refuge for himself and his daughter. They demand a technician as well, forcing Jun Pyong to return and help Chang's trapped team. Meanwhile, Choi experiences the tremors in Seoul and attempts to reach the military base, but is swept into the water by a tsunami on a bridge. She survives and reaches safety. Professor Kong later reveals to John that their eruption calculations were wrong due to an iron ore deposit accelerating the eruption. He suggests targeting Tunnel 7 instead. In North Korea, the team is suddenly attacked by heat-detecting forces, later revealed to be the U.S. military. Amid the chaos, Chong and Jun Pyong are separated. The U.S. shuts down the mission, forcing Kong to leave Korea. On a bus, Kong meets Choi, comforts her, and learns she is Chang's wife. Jun Pyong later restrains Chong and plans to deliver him and the bomb to China. During a stop, Chong breaks free, swallows the GPS tracker, and fights Jun Pyong. Their vehicle crashes, forcing them to continue on foot. Emotional conversations follow. The U.S. attacks again, but surviving team members arrive, leading to a chase that ends when another eruption destroys the pursuing forces. Kong later reveals the truth to Choi, prompting him to rejoin the mission. Communication is restored, and Chong is redirected to Tunnel 7. Jun Pyong finds his daughter traumatized and unrecognizing him. Chinese forces arrive and shoot him, but are interrupted by the U.S. Chong arrives with the bomb already armed, forcing both sides to retreat. Jun Pyong insists on accompanying Chong to the mine, but sacrifices himself by descending alone with the bomb after revealing he lied about knowing the baby's gender. The bomb detonates, stopping the eruptions and saving the peninsula. Choi safely gives birth. 1 year later, Korea rebuilds together. Professor Kong returns to promote renewable magma energy. Chong lives peacefully with his family and adopted daughter. The baby's gender remains unknown.